Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Zanita. In today's video, y'all read the title, we are reviewing none other than the Haus Labs concealer. This is the Triclone Skin Tech Hydrating Concealer with fermented arnica, and I'm gonna read y'all a few claims about it. It visibly blurs, It visibly blurs, depuffs, brightens, and conceals with medium buildable coverage, and it has a natural finish. It also has niacinamide in it, fermented arnica, and hyaluronic acid, and it retails for $32 if I'm not mistaken. Yep, $32, and I'm not quite sure how many shades there are, but I'll leave that all down in the description. So y'all, when picking this concealer, like what was my shade? So on Sephora, and I'll leave like the little chart up on Sephora's website, they have a chart matching you with the concealer based off your foundation in the Haus Labs foundation. And basically on this chart, which like I said, I'm gonna leave up in the corner, they give you what your skin tone concealer would be and what your brightening concealer shade would be. So I used the shade 440 in the foundation. So for my brightening concealer, it gave me the shade 32, and for my concealer that would kind of be closer to my skin tone, it said the shade 40. Now I just only ordered one shade, which was a brightening concealer shade, and I got it not on the actual release date, which was September 7th, but I got it like a week or so ago when Sephora was doing like a one-day event for Rouge members. And so I ordered it then based off that chart. I have not tried it, and by the judge of it, it looks pretty bright. So you get 0.24 fluid ounces, and I'm gonna swatch it for y'all because I'm very unsure. It's got a nice doe foot applicator, but it's very hard to pull out of there, so just be careful. And we're gonna swatch. Okay, yeah, so I don't know how much of that y'all can see, but that shade looks pretty bright, so I may have to go back and exchange it for another shade. We are going to see how this works. Yeah, that's pretty bright. I was just gonna do like a natural look and then use the concealer on top, but I think I'm gonna have to go in with the actual foundation. So I'm gonna speed that clip up and we're gonna get into the concealer. It gives you a lot, so I'm just gonna take just a little bit because that is just so bright. Yeah, that is way brighter than I want, but right off the bat I can definitely tell it's definitely hydrated like it claims. So for my people with dry under eye, this is definitely for you. Yes, I'm definitely just gonna take a little bit, and then I'm gonna go in with my concealer from Tire 28, and I'm gonna use this as like a concealer that kind of matches me, which was very close to my skin tone, just to kind of even it out because I just feel like this gonna be super bright. Okay, so excuse me. We're gonna blend. We're gonna let it sit for a second because it's definitely hydrated. So we let it sit for a minute and let's blend it. I'm gonna start with the edges. And yeah, it definitely I see the medium coverage. Now this sponge is damp, by the way, and I feel like it is picking up a little bit of the product, but not much. Let me get my mirror close. Okay, that looks good. It's definitely, from what I can tell with this sponge, it's giving medium. So let's do the other side with the actual brush. I'm just gonna use my Makeup by Ariel brush and blend this out. And of course, y'all know with brushes, way more coverage. Way more coverage. Okay. Yeah, I definitely like the brush side. And you know what? This is giving Makeup by Mario. If y'all watched my last video on the Makeup by Mario concealer, this is what this is giving. And I say that because with the sponge, once again, it's giving very hydrated, very like natural. And with the brush, it's giving a little bit of natural, but also it's giving a little bit more mattified. I don't know how to explain it, but I could definitely see it in the mirror. So we are going to blend this on the forehead, and maybe you can see it. Hopefully it translates like that on camera, but it definitely blends into this foundation really well. Y'all, so I am back, and as you can see, makeup is complete. So I have had this on now for about an hour, and so far there's like not any creasing. I am a girl who creases, but what I gauge my concealers by, if they crease like right away, right after I set them. But so far so good. So I'm not going to be able to give y'all like a full wear test, but I will give y'all like a couple of 2 to 3 hour check-in, and then I will come back to y'all and let you know my final thoughts. All right, y'all, so we are back. It's like way after 9, almost 10, so we are definitely at like a maybe 4 or 5 hour mark. So I kind of did give y'all a little slight wear test. And what I can tell you about this concealer so far, still very minimal creasing, still looks pretty good for the most part, as y'all can see. And my thoughts are, besides the minimal creasing, which I do like, do you need this? That's still up in the air. It's for debate. If you recently tried the Makeup by Mario, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know that there's a need for you to run out and get this unless you just want to try it. I am gonna swatch the two for you. Now, as far as how my color was chosen, once again, it was through that chart. And at first I thought this shade was not gonna look right on me, that it was gonna be too bright of a concealer. However, it actually worked and it photographed really well. But I am going to swatch it next to the Makeup by Mario. And another thing, the problem I have with this concealer is this doe foot applicator. I mean, it's cute, but getting it out of here and getting it back in is a struggle. So that's something to think about too. So once again, we're going to swipe this, and this is a really pretty concealer. Don't have a scent, so it's definitely creamy. It definitely is that. And then I have Makeup by Mario, as you guys can see. Can get it out super easy, goes back in super easy. So, you know, if you want comfortability. All right, so the shade matches are definitely different. I can say with the swatching of Makeup by Mario, it just goes on a little bit more smoother than swatching Haus Labs. But like I said, they are very similar in texture, both very hydrated, both are medium coverage, both give you a natural finish. So I'm not gonna say there's a need to run out and go buy both like me. I'm a crazy person, so you know, I tried it so y'all didn't have to. That's what I like to do on this channel. Now, I don't know that I'm gonna keep either one of these, to be honest. Like, I like the Makeup by Mario, and it did have my face beat. Haus Labs looks good, like it photographed really well once again. So I'm gonna have to wear these, of course, a few more days to really see which one I need, because like I said, They're so similar. There's really no need to have both of these unless you just want both of these. So I'm gonna update you guys on which one I choose to keep, or who knows, I might keep both because I really do hate taking things back. But we'll see. If anything, I may exchange the shade of this. I mean, the shade wore pretty well and I liked it, but I may go for just a little deeper of a shade because this one is so bright. And we're coming up on the colder months where your girl gets lighter in the winter and in the fall versus in the summer. But those are my thoughts. Let me know if you decide to try these, and I will see you all in the next one.